Hey, what am I seeing? Is this it? Is Zai gonna rush Ring of Health as first item? They pick up Bounty Runes, he picks up Ring of Health. That's it, that's the build.
Turbo strats. I've been saying this for years. This is a turbo strat again. You know, Tundra have showed the boots first and sell them when you get to Secret Shop to get yourself across the map quicker. Ring of Health with no other items just to try and get it quicker in the game.
This is some Dota2 stuff that we're seeing right now. Ooh, it's gonna be a lot of slow. Look at that Boxy's items. Orb of Venom, Blood Grenade, Crystal Maiden. Whether he decides to go for Frostbite or Crystal Nova, Stun from Sven. This could also be like the start of a tri-lane until they get a kill, and then Boxy rotates to the top lane.
TSM holding out on that twin gate top. Spraying, warding, and holding atop the staircase. Was that a clown kitten? Looking very upset.
Sad kitty.
It is. Very upsetty. And Broil, just holding out mid on his Alk. Trying to defend his ward, see if anybody comes his way. And Liquid, 4 heroes gathered up for the bottom bounty runes. Oh, Zai still waiting for that little bit of cash, as is Courier near the secret shop for that early Ring of Health.
The battle begins.
What a time to be alive. I never thought that this was gonna happen. This was pub strat 15 years ago. Save for Ring of Health when it cost 875, maybe even 775 back in those days. Now it's much cheaper. It's 700, and here it comes, Ring of Health.
Oh, what a great starting item. No stats, no branches. Forget all that. Just go straight up ring.
Now you eat a creep with the Devour, buy 2 branches.
Yeah, what was that other build we used to have? It was like, it was in Dota 1, Tiny would buy like Gloves of Haste first, and then go straight to the side shop to just buy treads. Like kill one creep wave, buy treads straight away.
I missed the side shop. I don't know why.
There's so many fun things you could do with it. You know, buying Blink Dagger when you're being chased through the trees and just blink away. That was always a really fun move. Yeah, no side shops anymore, sadly. As the laning stage here all set up, Zai, the Ring of Health, starting to pay for itself. Sits under tower regen, taking a lot of harassment from Whitemon. Not able to get that last CS in there, while Kasane and Ari getting tri-laned. Boxy and Insania doing a lot of damage to them, but Zai, the first one to die, and Insania about to follow him into the grave. 2 kills for TSM on both side lanes.
Much better start for TSM this time around, using Grenade on Rubik, and also using Grenade on Keeper of the Light to secure them kills. This is something that TSM does really well. I noticed that even in the game's post-20-25 minute mark, they always have hand grenade, blood grenade, to be able to throw and slow them down. It's a lot of slow. It's 15% AoE slow.
You just have to make sure you count to 3 when you throw it. Zai, that Ring of Health, maybe he wished he did have a branch or something. Died up in that top lane and getting dragged back into the blood right. A bit of help from Boxy, battering into Tomato. Keeping Zai alive. Yeah, much better from TSM though, you're right. Yeah, free farm, not on just Bloodseeker, but Alchemist, 10 and 2 in that mid lane. Doing very well against the Pango. I don't think this is a matchup I've ever seen in the mid lane.
It's been a while since Alchemist has been popular on the mid lane. He's gonna farm. Like, Alex is definitely gonna farm in this matchup. Uses Acid Spray. He's gonna try to go for Nisha. Maybe deny Water Rune, but Nisha picks it up immediately.
I'm just making sure, hey, you go for the Water Rune, I'll do damage to you on the way. And yeah, just putting Acid Spray on the floor in this closed area in the mid lane. Very tight for Nisha to maneuver around. If he wants to go for creeps, he's got to walk into the Acid Spray for sure. And now a bit of calm. Liquid can relax a little bit, get the farm up on themselves. And we'll see how impactful this Boxy Earth Spirit can be. Because you were talking about the roaming support. No, we've seen it from Crit. And I know that's been a conversation between Crit and Boxy in particular. The two of them were always known as these actual roaming supports, not necessarily full-on laning supports. They like to maneuver around, cause a bit of chaos, be a little bit unpredictable.
My favorite thing to do
that just pop up from nowhere.
Being able to run around the map, getting kills in multiple lanes. Now with portals, it is back. You're gonna see a lot more movement happening from the heroes, especially when games start to be a bit more chaotic. Look at the build on Kasane. I really love it. Going for Pavis, level 1, some branches, and the magic one. It's a lot of stats on him. Auto dropping low, but we're gonna get silence on him. Yeah, he's got a drop here.
Yeah, kill off Boxy. 3-0 start for them. A bit of a poke there onto Zai, just to keep him away from any kind of creep wave coming his way. Nisha trying to stay away from that acid spray. Yeah, swashbuckling on the dire side of the river. Make sure he's taking as little harassment as possible. And he's caught up a fair amount to the Alk's last hit value. While Ari and Insania, the battle in the jungle, but Boxy's arrived. Ari thought he had a straight 1v1. It's not an honorable fight. Insania brings back up. And the Crystal Maiden survives on a sliver of HP.
Not fair. Love the build on Nisha. This time around, putting more points in Lucky Shot. 3-0-2 build. Trying to deny some of the CS from Alchemist. Bottle refill in the mid lane.
So,
Also not fair.
Alk is kind of like DK, right? In the fact that he stuns and then denies creeps in front of you. I'll throw a concoction at you, so I'm going to get some last hits and deny in your face. Poor Nisha. Still doing well, though. That's, yeah, like you say. Coming with a bottle refill. Boxy dragging that wave top. Try and hand it to Zai. And going a long way around. Zai's actually got to pull into large camp as well. TSM's got to contend with this. We've not looked too much at this bottom lane. We had that initial skirmish where Liquid lost their Crystal Maiden. Kasane doing decently for himself.
Kasane is not gonna die. They need to bring third hero to be able to kill Sven at early levels. He's strong level 1, level 2. By level 4, level 5, doesn't really matter for him. By level 6, most of the time will be in the jungle, get one of his sustain items, and just start to farm it up there. Now Kasane with Pavis, definitely not gonna die. Rolling Thunder.
Yeah, straight in onto them.
This is what we talked about. Two supports that can easily rotate at any point of the game, and they can go for the kills.
Yeah, Whitemon pings now, but it's a little bit late. They do make a move bottom, though. The other two supports were mid quite some time. They can't get the job done on the Sven, bullying him away from the creep wave at least. But yeah, he'll just back up into the jungle. As they'll scan and realize Insania's on his way down south. And level 3 Crystal Maiden. Boots up and wandering around, and Zai finishes off his Vanguard. So Liquid becoming a little bit tankier in these side lanes, much more difficult to kill. Tomato, top of the net worth, got to be feeling very comfortable this game. 3,700 for him, rushing towards that Maelstrom. With how chaotic...
He is a counter to all of their heroes, pretty much. Against Pango, of course, even against Sven. Pops ulti on top of Sven. Sven won't be able to go for the damage, like he needs to be able to maneuver. And right now, McKay hitting that level 5, close to level 6, goes back to jungle. Very close to getting his Morbid Mask. Will stack the camp for himself.
Alright, Insania stacking as well. And it might be the first time we see Harpoon on broadcast.
On our broadcast, yeah. Sven definitely wants to be able to upgrade it eventually. I think you had a really good point that you brought up. I'm going to quote you to it multiple times.
Oh, God.
Zai, against pure damage, against the physical damage, 3 heroes around him, Acid Spray, Doom is going to drop. Yeah, going back to your point, is you talked about Sven, how it always feels like it's a good pick, but then again, you buy Mask of Madness, you buy Echo Saber, Powered Treads, Blink Dagger. Like, a lot of these stuff, they're upgradable. Crystal Maiden is just going to immediately disappear. But then again, you're 6 slotted with items that do require a lot of time to, like, upgrade them to, let's say, Overwhelming Blink. You also need a BKB. It always feels like you need that another item, you need another slot.
He runs out of slots very quickly with all these kind of mid-tier items. But Bryle, so far, the past couple of minutes, roaming for lane to lane, does get kicked up to the high ground, which puts him in a tough spot. And interesting pause. Nisha, Bryle. Oh, what's happening? That's the second time that's gone on. Bryle very upset with the way things are going. Bit of lag, it seems, for the players. But yeah, so Bryle has gone top, got a kill on Zai, went through the portal, came bottom, got another kill. And now, trying to fight in the mid lane, but he's stuck, disarmed, and probably dead up atop the cliff.
4 seconds until his Chemical Rage has 13-1 charges, Fairy Fire. What does Pango have? I can't. Okay, nothing. He has Rolling Thunder, so he can bounce him off the cliff.
No shield crash at all.
Yeah, I think the one who's dead is Pango, actually.
You think so?
He has haste. Never mind.
Just gonna-
Chemical Rage.
There's the chemical rage. Oh, Nisha, Rolling Thunder, stuck on top of the cliff and pushes Bryle down. Alchemist still fine, swashbuckled, and channels up the concoction. Nisha with a haste, trying to run away, and Duke gets silence from Boxy, yeah. We'll stop Bryle in his tracks. A blinding light, another swashbuckle. Whitemon joins the fight now as well, as they grab the
close.
Watcher.
If they get a stun on him, I think Pango dies. Fade Bolt. Blast from Keeper of the Light should be enough to bring him down. Asane with Pavis. About to crack level 6, and this should be the tower. It's being pinged out. Meke is there half HP. Not sure if he wants to join this one.
Yeah, Boxy wants to roll in onto Ari. Very far, and a blinding light again gets the Keeper of the Light out of danger. And now Nisha with no shield crash, no Rolling Thunder, just going to get ruptured and taken down. The attempted TP stopped by the concoction at the last second. And Nisha falls to the first rotation of Tomato. Closing in on 5k net worth as this Bloodseeker. Yeah, the counter to Liquid's heroes. And at the same time, this is great from TSM. They're spreading the map, playing multiple lanes, just ping-ponging from one side to the other, finding pickoffs as Bryle hunts for the Maiden but won't find her. Self-stuns in the trees. Should be okay to walk it back. But yeah, while this is all happening, Kasane just takes a tier 1 tower.
Things are looking really good for TSM this time around. Ooh, doesn't manage to get the stun off nor body block him. Because they do have Alchemist that is not going for greedy build. Instead, I see Armlet Blink Dagger. So that means that he will be able to join these earlier fights. Bloodseeker, like you still scale with those items. And you have Bloodseeker as your like mid-late game security anyway.
The faded brooch. The fabled faded brooch. A little bit of
Such a good
nerf in
item.
the previous patch, but yeah, still very good. Like any movement speed item, it feels like in this kind of patch feels incredible. Become speedier. Taking out their stacks near the Ancients. Or at least attempting to, with Liquid's invasion.
Speaking of new patch, I think one of the weirdest things that happened, because like map is bigger, so the heroes, we needed to add movement speed, so during nighttime you have increased movement speed, which is like a bit of a weird one to me.
Yeah, like what gives you that? The full moon comes out and suddenly you're speeding up?
I can understand for heroes like Lycan during nighttime
Yeah.
to be having extra movement speed. Not sure. If you're not a night person, you shouldn't be getting extra movement speed.
We need the loregasm from Slacks about the buffs of night. What does it come from? Who's giving it? Was it Celamene? Does she come to bless everybody during the night time, no matter what side you're on?
We have Lotuses now. They're able to be picked up. Kasane making a move on Meke.
Yeah, what was it called? The Convergence? The thing that Oracle was warning us about?
I might need to rewatch the anime.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, rewatch all the anime, Slacks' loregasms, try and figure out what's going on. There's some weird stuff happening on the map.
What do you mean all the anime? Like
There's 2
non-Dota related?
seasons. No.
Okay.
I just mean, no, every episode. I'll watch it on normal speed. Kasane is found in the bottom lane, and Nisha continues that Rolling Thunder to grab Whitemon. Liquid with numbers, bringing 4 heroes down here to give the space to to Zai's Doom to keep on farming. Because Mike, he's got himself to a decent spot. Midas done on Zai now as well. So we do see this net worth lead from TSM drop back down.
Meke shows up. We talked about the matchup against Death Prophet. She's super tanky with Pavis, Power Tread, Strength, had 21 charges.
They're so fast.
Illusion Rune.
He pops it and turns onto Boxy. Does have another roll, but it's body blocked. Well done by Bryle. Catching up to the Earth Spirit. Liquid wanted to keep that ball rolling, going from bot to mid, looking for another pick-off. But TSM, they've got EXO back up, and they'll be gathering around this DP to push another tier 1.
Nisha is on to something. He didn't buy boots in the previous game until 15-minute mark. We just mentioned that heroes are faster, and he also wants to get the Lincoln Sphere as soon as possible, playing against the Bloodseeker, even against Rubik, so your Thunder doesn't get stolen.
Half HP tower. TSM realizing they can't just stick it. thinking about defending their top lane with a couple of heroes rotating there. And now Zai, he's got himself the blink with the War Stomp. Can start to initiate for his team if they want to try and rally around him. What, 13 minutes in, so another minute until next Wisdom Rune spawns. It looks like it was signaled out here that Liquid want to try and invade that right-hand side of the map. They're pinging it again. Foxy and Zai will make their way across.
It's such a devastating thing to do, especially if the supports are underleveled. Tomato, oh my god, they might catch him here if he goes to the south.
Oh, they're going to find him. There's the jump with the Doom. Doesn't get the War Stomp. The roll doesn't connect either. Liquid whiffing their initiation a bit. And now Whitemon's arrival looking to pick off Boxy with a concoction to cancel the TP yet again. Brawl is ready and waiting to snipe him. 10 seconds for Wisdom Rune. And look at Zai hiding in the trees, but he's scouted out. They found him.
Canceling his Blink Dagger.
Ah, nicely done. And now the Concoction Bloodright combo. Gonna stun him, silence him in the acid spray. Trying to cross the bridge, but TSM are gonna catch up to him.
These are some really important kills for TSM. This is gonna get Tomato closer to his BKB. Maelstrom already finished. Bryle going for Blink Dagger next. How many Faded Brooches do you want to have? The answer is yes. 3 on side of TSM. And 3 Occult Bracelets plus 2 Tumbler's Toy. I think Occult Bracelet is probably the best tier 1 item right now. Because Faded Brooch got nerfed. I still think they're in this like same tier, but I do prefer Bracelet. Because it does give you some really good stats. It gives you mana to farm. And also 10% magic resistance that has been added in 7.33.
Yeah, it feels so incredibly good. And none of these core heroes are going to be running out of mana anytime soon. Especially now Nisha has picked up his cornucopia on the way to that Lincoln's. They can all stay on the map for as long as they possibly want to. And you add in that Arcane Aura. Yeah, it's only level 1 right now, but it's that little extra to keep yourself in fighting shape no matter the circumstances. No, I didn't. Not this time. Maybe next time. Extra pizzazz.
Pizzazz.
What's the other one? A little bit of je ne sais quoi.
Oh, that's
We'll throw in a bit of French there, shall we?
Yeah, Pangolier says that.
Does he?
He's French. I don't know. I'm just making stuff up there.
Je suis Pangolier. What are you doing? Can't catch me. I'm in the trees. The forest gives them safety. They're pinging him out, and they know Nisha's around. Concoction channel, they do spot him out. Down he goes. Swash and Rupture. Not a great combo for the poor Nisha. Pango there, and Tomato just pops his BKB and sprints towards Insania, but they've got the grab on Mickey. Foxy in with the Magnetize. Tries to silence them up, but Mickey dropping so quickly. TSM. They swarm this mid lane with the Exorcism, kill 2 core heroes. And Liquid don't know what hit them.
Nisha needed to survive there somehow. First, they managed to get a kill on him. Mickey jumps in, tries to focus. Alchemist realizes he can't really do it. And Rubik, Whitemon stealing Stormhammer. That's a big ability to steal. Most of the time, you're going to be looking to steal Rolling Thunder. Of course, if you can get a Doom. But Stormhammer, spells from Crystal Maiden are going to be a big value in this one. Mickey definitely looks like he needs a BKB.
Yeah.
But it seems like TSM, they don't want this to happen. They want to keep getting the pickoffs. Bryle, DD has 300 damage with Armlet on.
Yeah, Liquid trying to turn it around, but it looks like they'll only grab Whitemon. The rest of TSM escaping. They do have a Frostbite and the Rolling Thunder catching Alchemist. Whitemon dead to Zai. Nisha trying his hardest to get on top of Kasane, and now Mickey arrives. They will burst her down. Tomato throws the Rupture at Mickey, and Brawl's back in with the DD still going. Manning up against the Sven, but frostbitten, slowed down, stuck in the root, disarmed and caught. Another Stormhammer's there, and Mickey Rupture doesn't care. Slams down into TSM, and Liquid fight back, balancing the game yet again.
Oh man, TSM, what have you done? They have no Exo, they have no BKB on Bloodseeker. They still decide to take the fight. A bit of a rough one, and this time around, Pangolier, Nisha didn't die immediately, which is going to push him closer to his Lincoln Sphere. Just a recipe away after this creep wave, so that's going to be pretty big. Mickey pops ulti in the triangle, starts to farm some of these big camps. Pupil's Gift, double Pupil's Gift.
Nice bit of stats. Van Brace for Mickey. Tank up a little more.
Think about the stat, like Pupil Gift was always a good item on intelligence agi heroes before, because it gave you 300 HP. Now it has been increased. Instead of 20, you get 22 HP per stat, so per level of strength. So now it gives even more, so the value of the item has increased.
Yeah. Boxy tumbling away from the Bloodseeker, but it looks like with that Rupture on him, Aryan Whitemon will close in on the target. He'll roll and die to the Rupture of Tomato.
I respect that. Dying with a style. You know you're dead anyway. Start rolling with the Rupture on, Brawl.
It's like, I'll die how I want to. I'm not going to let you touch me. I'll choose my death. Straight into Roche they head. Acid Spray with an Exorcism going to work. No way for Liquid to get up here. We're starting to get to the point where we consider Tormentors as well. A minute to go till they spawn. So TSM with this Roche, having Aegis in their hands, puts them in a good spot here to go contest enemy Tormentor, grab Wisdom Runes, and hold that high ground like we saw Liquid do.
To kill Tormentor, if you have some kind of a sustain, you have Chemical Rage, Dead Prophet with Spirit Siphon, Illuminates. There's going to be Guardian Greaves finished on Keeper of the Light. And also going for Holy Locket, so a lot of healing. 20 minutes. In 30 seconds, Nisha gets stunned and silenced.
Yeah, completely caught off guard. Lifted back into the blood right. Dead for just under a minute. And Bra looking very good on this Alchemist. Incredibly farmed. Blink Dagger, Armlet, Soul Ring. Never needs to go back to Fountain. Just permanently on the map. Catching, stunning, killing Boxy. Involved in 10 of the 15 kills, Broil. Very active from this mid lane Alk. I'm going straight back into the BKB for him. Now, you were talking about how Liquid need their defensive items. They've got the BKB Sven. They're killing their own Tormentor, so no steal from TSM. Crimson Guard, Mac done for Zai's Doom. So a lot of tools here for Liquid to draw out these fights and try and wait out the Rupture. Make sure that they can get this kind of longer fight to allow the Rolling Thunder and this Magnetize to actually do the damage they need.
They need a bit of a, like, prolonged team fight. They also want to immediately delete one target with Sven. Most likely that's going to be Dead Prophet before she can get the Exorcism off. Zai will try to TP out.
Ooh.
Even with Haste, Alchemist not close enough. Not in range to be able to get the stun.
What's that, a Vanguard on Earth Spirit? What's he up to, eh?
For now, it's just going to be that. We'll disassemble it, I assume so, and get Spirit Vessel.
Oh, yeah.
Or
yeah,
maybe he's going to keep it.
He did have Vessel queued, and then he got Vanguard, but I guess, yeah, you're right. He can go Pipe and Vessel?
He can disassemble it, go Pipe and Vessel. For now, it might just be a Cloak, and then decide how things are going to go. Oh, no, Mickey, he's in trouble here if they catch him.
Oh, yeah. Doesn't get the BKB off, and the jump is immediate from TSM. Mickey's not even gonna bother wasting it. Popped his Warcry, accepted his death. Still dead even in net worth, but TSM the ones making the moves. Try and pressure Liquid as best they can. It feels like one of those games, though, the Liquid, they're not super far behind. They just need to win one team fight, and they're straight back into things. This Aegis for TSM, these Exorcisms, they've got to get all these outer objectives, the tier 2s, close the map out on Liquid very quickly.
Team Liquid only managed to kill one tower. That's a tier 1 bottom tower. Boxy, oh no, another missed roll.
It goes pretty deep in there. They do get the catch in onto this Alchemist, though. Look at that Infernal Blade and the Doom on him. A lot of damage through the Magnetize too, ticking him down. And finding the finish as Boxy rolls in onto Whitemon. Pops the shield on himself, trying to protect him from the Earth Spirit, while the Rolling Thunder is back onto the DP. Kasane has been spotted out. Liquid grouping up around their Sven as he jumps back in. These Spirit Siphons, they're doing wonders for Kasane, but it'll never be enough in a 1v4. While Boxy has kept tabs on Whitemon, just rolling back towards the Rubik, finding another latch. Can he kick him back? It's on cooldown for a few seconds, while Zai, Mickey, fighting Tomato back in the river. Tomato dies, first life gone. Let's see what they can do once he respawns. As Boxy is still in that 1v1. Mickey and Nisha, though, they've got so much overwhelming damage. They blow up the Bloodseeker, and Boxy has Insania backing him up. Finally, somebody to help him try and kill this goddamn Rubik. Tumblr's toy, but the Crystal Nova slows him into the swashbuckle and the shield crash. They've got the takedown onto Whitemon. Bryle too late to join the fray as he came back in, but Liquid, they've won a team fight, got the net worth advantage, and now they're the ones feeling comfortable after defeating a team with Aegis.
I feel like these fights shouldn't happen like that, coming out from the TSM side, considering they are the ones holding the Aegis, having the net worth advantage. It's just choosing the fights, prioritizing the targets. It feels a little bit of lackluster from TSM. On the other side, Team Liquid, they are going in, they're getting stuff done. Mickey, understanding that he needs to be the one killing Dead Prophet. Things are going to get slightly more difficult once Dead Prophet gets this Heaven's Halberd, so we'll have Evasion and also Disarm on top of him. TSM will go for Tormentor.
Yeah, 4 minutes after it spawns. Liquid got theirs pretty much immediately. But this is one of those things where it's, you know, the feel of the map, trying to understand where you need to be with what kind of objectives you can take at what times. I felt like with that Aegis, they maybe could have had an opportunity to steal Liquid's Tormentor, then go back to get their own. But opting to try and teamfight, TSM have lost ground on the map by doing so.
Now it feels like Liquid is in control of the game. They want to keep fighting. Sven with a BKB Crystallis has more than enough damage. This is level 3 God Strength we're talking about. 200% increase.
Top tower is under attack.
Also having extra armor, either something that we didn't point out. Warcry armor against Alchemist and Dead Prophet. It's insane how well it deals with these two heroes. What's the vision looking like? They're gonna need to jump in blindly. Oh, they have one Observer Ward.
Yeah, they saw Kasane move down here. Already down to half HP and no mana to play with. They do jump in on the Alk with the Doom as well. Kasane about to fall as Mickey focuses straight in onto the target. He knows he can kill. And Whitemon found by Nisha Zai, while the roll from Boxy catching up to Tomato and Bryle. Alk and Bloodseeker left to their own devices here. Let's see what they can do with the backup of Ari. Looks like Nisha, Boxy, now Mickey coming back in with some firm swipes of his sword. Tomato scurries away, tail between legs, trying to get out of here as TSM lose 3 heroes. And nothing really lost by Liquid.
Sven again, Mickey choosing the right target, going for Dead Prophet. She was so close to getting Heaven's Halberd. With the mischant, like, you can still feel that she's super tanky, getting 2 Spirit Siphon charges in the previous fight, having Pavis on top of it, Guardian Greaves. Rubik is there to potentially save him with the lift, the shard that he got from Tormentor. Boxy, his spells are connecting, had a little bit of a trouble. A couple of rolls didn't connect, but Alka 2-second cooldown on his BKB.
He uses it now, but dies to the crits of Mickey. And Tomato, oh no, came in to try and fight, but dies. Insania dominating on this Crystal Maiden. And really, it just took one team fight. It was dead even in terms of net worth. And Liquid win a team fight down in that bottom rune spot. Another one in that bottom lane. And now they are in firm control of this match.
Just a little bit of an inexperience. This is shot calling, pretty much. This has nothing to do with how well they play, because TSM played the game extremely well for the first 20 minutes, going for the rotations. It's just choosing where they want to take the fights, how they're going to utilize Aegis. It just didn't happen. And Zai has been pretty silent, I would say, when it comes down to his movement. He did have really bad start. Farm-handed Midas gets Vanguard, now has Crimson, Guardian Greaves, and going for Heaven's Halberd, so he's super tanky, and disable Bloodseeker, and also Alchemist from getting the right clicks in.
Yeah, it just seemed like a matter of time. A waiting game from Liquid to push it over the line. Get to the point they need to be with all these tanky defensive items. Oh, you were calling for it. There's Lincoln's on Pango, the BKB Sven, all the auras from the Doom. Put them in a spot where they group up as 5. Just going to keep coming back to that point. Every team right now that look the strongest are the best at grouping as 5, dogpiling a single target, and turning that one small victory into a proper fight or an objective, something bigger that they can claim on the map. And here we go again, Liquid all together in the mid lane while TSM smoke off as 4.
There it is, the upgrade that you wanted to see. First harpoon of the game. You called
Oh,
it before the game
yes.
started. Let's see it in action.
Ah, she blows.
Gotta use that on Pudge or Kunkka. Is there anyone else that could use it? More friendly item?
I don't know.
Are scanning.
I think Kunkka's probably the best one, right? Go and harpoon the white whale.
Oh
Who's the
no,
Moby
they're
Dick?
coming through the gate.
Oh dear, Bryle. It just gets double tapped by Mickey. And now through the twin gate, down to bottom lane, Kasane, basically blown up by Mickey. Still alive
Mickey's
though.
ruptured.
Sven is ruptured, half HP, the Spirit Siphon's on him, but the disarm and the damage onto Tomato forces the Bloodseeker back, while Mickey can just stand here whacking into Kasane. Tomato's in, looking for the kill, Mickey about to fall, and they do take him down, but TSM, they'll lose so much in the exchange for this. A roll back across from Whitemon trying to aim for Boxy as Bryle has re-arrived, respawned, to come back in to look like he's gonna die. Up on his high ground, Nisha Insania just pound into the Alchemist. Catch him out, disarm him, nothing you can do. Whitemon, Kasane, and RA now stuck down in the bottom portion of the map with another roll in. They catch them all. There's so much damage from Liquid, surviving through the onslaught. And TSM, yeah, congrats, you got the Sven. But you're going to lose so much in the trade-off as they get the TP cancel. Zai's there, right place, right time. And a team wipe for Liquid.
What has Dota become? They're fighting through the gates, people portaling through it, and then getting the kill. Suddenly there's a whole fight. Two teams on a different side of the map. They kill Alchemist, he buys back, comes back into a fight. The only casualty pretty much from Team Liquid has been Sven, and I want to see if he changes his mind. I see Swift Blink queued up. If he has Satanic in that Satanic as an item has been heavily nerfed in the previous patch, but still a sustain is really good because the damage got... Let me just check that. Bonus damage increased. Okay, so 13 less damage from Satanic, which is a pretty big nerf.
Yeah. It still gives you so much turnaround potential, though. When you get ruptured up, Satanic can hit someone. You should be fine.
Problem in the previous fight was Alchemist unable to hit anybody. Permanently disarmed by Lucky Shot
Yeah.
and Crystal Maiden. He's sitting in place.
Once that BKB wears out, sad times for him. And we did see Boxy go back to that Spirit Vessel, looking to finish off his pipe shortly.
Disassembled Vanguard. That's how you do it. Now has Spirit Vessel to reduce some of the healing from every single hero besides Rubik has some kind of healing.
Did we see the harpoon in that fight? I didn't,
No, he didn't click it.
didn't click it, yeah. Maybe the next
He's on
one.
the ground.
And pass that over to Nisha. Oh. Liquid having Aegis, and almost a 20k lead. This map getting smaller for TSM. Nowhere feels safe. And Radiant Vision. Oh, it spots out Bryle. It looks like he feels it coming. Goes back towards his base, holding high ground and waiting to see what comes. And that's the best you can do as TSM now, is try and hold an area of the map. Doesn't feel as good. It doesn't feel as good as it did in the last patch. And if you're grouped as 5, gives you a better chance at fighting into what Liquid have.
So another big item about to be finished. On Doom, Shiva's Guard in 1,000 gold. Also picked up level 20 talent, minus 35 seconds on Doom. So that's gonna allow him to fight even more. Ooh, what does Pango have? Vindicator's Axe. 30 damage. If he's silenced, they do have silence for Bloodright or Death Prophet. And then getting extra 20 armor. That's a big one. You stun him, plus 20 armor against Death Prophet, Bloodseeker,
Yeah.
even Alchemist. It's just, this item seems very, very strong.
Pretty nutty. Like, oh, you've disabled me. Well, I'm invulnerable now. You can't actually do any damage.
Under attack.
Quick Tormentor there, giving Doom the Aghanim Shard, so that upgraded Infernal Blade, the level death comes into play. What do we have? Multiples of 3 or above level 24. So Alk 15, that's a multiple of 3. Rubik 12.
You need to know how to multiply or divide by 3 in Dota.
Yeah.
Bounty runes, lotuses, level death, anything else. You need to know how to count to 4 if you're playing Kunkka.
Now there's these blood grenades now, right? The Holy Hand Grenade of Antioch. The number you should count to is 3. No more, no less. 2 is too little. 4 is too much. I feel like you don't get that reference, but it's okay.
No, I'm just thinking what it was.
Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
I didn't watch it.
Oh.
You would assume, considering
You're old.
my humor, yeah, I'm old as well, that I would watch that, but I never watched it. for some
Interesting.
reason.
Have you watched any of the Monty Pythons? Life of Brian?
No.
No, interesting. Okay, well, that's your homework
For tomorrow.
for tomorrow. Next class, everybody, pop quiz on Monty Python references.
I have to
Great.
think of a lie. What did I do in high school? How did I say that I didn't do homework? Yeah, my dog ate my papers. Dog ate my cables. Couldn't check YouTube videos.
My favorite one was learning how to corrupt a file. And, you know, when you would email your paper to one of your professors or teachers, you'd just be like, yeah, I emailed it to you. What was wrong? You couldn't open it? Like, no, it wouldn't open. It was corrupted. Oh, what a shame. It was a corrupted file, was it? Well, I definitely did it.
Little hacker man. That Prophet is going to have a little bit more survivability compared to the previous one. Holding the plate mail, having Heaven's Halberd finished, also having level 15 talent available, extra 300 HP. So let's see if they can burst her. On the other side, Mickey did finish off Daedalus, did pick up Titan Sliver. Let's see the jump.
Yeah, Mickey's in. Two-man stun. Aiming for support. Turns
Disarm.
around. Disarm. There's the go from Boxy as well. Good turnaround from Bryle. Tomato still looking
He's
for
at
the
the
angle
low
of the
ground.
fight. And Boxy can't get out of here. They'll take down the Earth Spirit slowly but surely as Mickey struggled to stick on anybody. TSM don't lose a soul. And Liquid a little afraid of how this team fight's gonna go. Looking for the re-goose though with a jump from Zai. He'll seal Totem away, but Nisha's in with a Rolling Thunder.
Oh, look at
Stolen
this
shield
golden
crash.
Pango.
Yeah, Panga is going straight back in on the DP, but Kasane still alive with all the heals in the world from Ari and the Spirit Siphons. The Ghost return and Kasane back to full HP basically. Liquid in trouble now. Mickey does still have Aegis and Zai's back in onto Tomato. With the Doom, the Bloodseeker turns on Mickey, but he's got 2 lives. They disarm him yet again. The Sven can't hit anybody, but Liquid have the staying power. So much left to give. With another Greaves and a freezing field, they'll slow Ari down and kill the Keeper of the Light. And look
Mickey,
at
now
Nisha.
he's chasing.
Straight back in with a crash and a swash. Take down Tomato. Well, Mickey, again the backline support. Backstab onto White Mana. Double kill for both cores. And Kasane, nothing left. Liquid wait out the EXO. The BKBs of TSM dissipate. And they'll lose another 5-hero wipe fight where Liquid dominate.
So clean. First they don't want to commit too heavily. And now Mickey's going to pop the ulti. Clean up this set of barracks. They pop the EXO, so they fall back a little bit. They pop the BKBs on their side. Very clean, very good. Also, the golden/silver Pangolier having that new shield rune during the Rolling Thunder looks so cool. It looks like he's from a different game.
Out of this world. TSM delaying the push with the glyph. Creep wave arriving now, though. And Liquid looking for this first set of barracks. Ari can't rebuff them with the Illuminate. And 2 lanes down. I don't know why I said first lane of barracks, as mid is already destroyed. Brain lag.
It's fine. It died so quickly. You didn't even
Disappeared.
see it. Hey, another shield rune for Pango. So he's gonna pick it up. Shield rune plus shield crash. Havis on top of it. Like, there's no way this hero dies.
That's impossible. Add in a Lincolns and a cheese, and Nisha just goes straight in. Tomato has to defensively BKB. Does rupture up Nisha, but he'll cancel the roll, stand his ground. As they will jump in there with Zai's Doom catching the Tomato Bloodseeker again. Retreat time for TSM. 4 members. Oh, the Stormhammer. Mickey's in. Big stun. Even bigger hits. Tomato down, and Boxy keeps rolling in. Catching out the Rubik, looking for the Alchemist, and Liquid will dogpile onto Bryle. Another 3-hero fight lost by TSM. No buybacks available. Liquid dominating. They'll take down a Tormentor. Oh, is he? What's he up to?
Okay,
He's rolling
out.
deep.
It's all good. He's Adele cosplaying. And now this is going to be the last set of barracks. That might just clean them up. Mickey, he's in.
Oh my god, 3 hits. Finds the center of Ari's Cottle, and now Kasane. No way to sustain that. On to tier 4s. Team Liquid want to close this one out. 40 minutes. GG's called. TSM tap out, and Liquid with a 2-0 victory. Their first of the group stage.
Yeah, finally. I mean, TSM, it feels like the first game was a complete stop. Okay. But the second one, they were having a really good time. First 20 minutes.